Today we're going to go over that name. We're going to try and do this in two parts. I don't want to overwhelm you with anything, but if you've got about 9 minutes of your time, we can go through how to play this song. It's a super easy song to learn, even though it sounds like it's a difficult song. So let me start off by saying that this song is actually not as, I made a few mistakes, but this song is not as difficult as it looks. It's just a series of like a few chords that are arpeggiated or just adding little grace notes to make it sound good. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to just go over the basic chords and bass line. I'm going to go over this quickly because you can always pause and kind of get this on YouTube. But first chord here is basically a D major over B that goes to a C. C major. And you do the same chord again, but instead of going to C, you're going to go to E major. And I added a second there just to kind of make it sound better, or a ninth if you want to call it. And then you just do that again. But this time you do this move here. So A flat, B, A. And then here, you just do that little kind of trill there. Same D over B. I added a F sharp there. And then to E major. And that's basically the intro. So it's just really almost 4 chords. Not even that, it's 3 chords, right? So, because this is 1, 2, that's the same chord there. So the intro is really 3 chords, okay? And then the verse actually starts off here. Same chord as in the intro. Now you're going to D major. Now this chord is a little interesting. So that's E flat, G, C over G to a G major. All right. So I'll do that again. And then you do that again. Now you're going to be going just kind of raising that C to a D flat, still playing E and G, and then going to a D major. All right. Now you take it down here, the next octave, and you can pay attention to where the octaves are. Same chord that we had before, that same move before. So you can do that little melody change there. And then that same chord that we did before. So you can see that you're just really repeating chords. And now this is the part where you are going to get that like little run. Now, it doesn't sound exactly like it does on the recording, and I think Richard Smallwood is actually playing the recording, and I'm just gonna leave Richard Smallwood alone because he's just on another level. But if you want to get away with just a little run that I do, you basically are just running a thirds down the scale. So you're in the key of G, and you're running a third down the scale. So you start off with G, and then the third up from that would be a B, but I'm doing it in the other hand here, right? So, and then you're just going down the scale on both hands. So it just takes a little bit of concentration. So, and then this, no, instead of going down to C, right, we're gonna go to the D flat, right? So the only complication is that you have that D flat there. So I'll do that again. And then you do D, and then a suspended chord for the G to resolve the G. All right, so I'll play that and let you see how it goes. Do it one more time. And I do grace notes on a lot of this to make it kind of sound better. So, and whatever. All right. Now that name is Jesus. That chord we've seen before, that's over the D flat. I put an A here, and it's going to be D flat, E, G. And then this is just a little hit on the D. And I kind of roll that. And it's the same chord that we've done before here, where you have that altered, the D is raised up to a D sharp. So it's that chord, but I start on the D. All right, so the bass just kind of moves. How I love him, and then you resolve to a G. Sorry. So that's that chord there. And then you do that again. Roll. Right? So. And then you do the same chords that we've done before. You know these ones already. And then you can actually do this chord now. I double it up on the second instance in the bass. So I just run it down an octave. So, right? So if you can get my left hand there. So I'm just running down, right? And then suspended. All right. And so let's just put that all together and then we'll stop the video right there. Okay. So you can get my hands here. And we'll leave it right there for now. We'll get to the rest of the song in part 2.